How to get rid of head lice naturally once and for all. Hey! Subscribe to the channel, click on the bell and listen carefully. How to get rid of lice and nits step by step through wet combing. First, you should confirm that you have an actual lice infestation, and that it's not something else, like dandruff, loose debris, or other things in the hair. You can see more information on diagnosing lice below. Basically, you only have a lice infestation if you find live lice in the hair. Nothing else counts, not even nits, since they could be from an old infestation. Okay, if you know that there's lice to get rid of and you want to wet comb it out, it's time to buy a good nit comb. This will not be one that you find in a local pharmacy or grocery store. Those nit combs are not good quality and, from my experience, will not work. The type of comb we have used with success is called the Nit-Free Terminator Lice Comb. It can be purchased at certain beauty stores like Ulta or online through Amazon and other websites. Wash or wet your child's hair. With the very first combing, it is easier to find the adult lice and nits when the hair is wet. Some people recommend washing the hair first with Head and Shoulders shampoo or tea tree oil shampoo. These types of shampoo may work to stun the lice so that you can find them more easily. In my experience, this wasn't necessary, but it may help. Get all hair products out of the hair before combing the lice out. In my experience, having anything else in the hair will just make it harder to find the lice. Put on gloves and get a bowl of water to dip the comb in after each time you run through comb through the infected person's hair. This will remove the adult lice from the comb and prevent them from going right back onto the scalp that you just removed them from. Then, comb through your child's hair to find and remove the head lice and nits. Go in small sections and focus on getting the lice out. The lice move fast and don't like light, so you may have to move quickly. Be warned, this process is going to take a long time the first time you do it. Because you will be manually removing the lice from the infected person's head, it could take anywhere from an hour to 3 hours or more to find most of the lice and nits. This first combing is the most important, as it will be when you remove the live adult lice and begin to remove the nits. When you find a louse, pick it out with the comb and wrap it up in a paper towel and squish it. Throw it away or flush it immediately. You will know it when you find one. They are sometimes tiny, but sometimes larger six-legged bugs that crawl away when you move the hair around. The full-grown adults are usually brown to black in color and move quickly. They are about the size of a sesame seed. The younger lice may be light brown or lighter in color. The nits, eggs, are yellow to white balls that are firmly attached to the strand of hair, usually close to the scalp. After you finish the combings, sterilize the comb by boiling it for a few minutes, running it through the dishwater, or soaking it in ammonia for 20 minutes. Repeat the nit combing and louse removal process once a day for at least 2 weeks in order to eradicate every nit from the person's hair. Following the first combing, you can move to a dry combing method to remove the remaining nits from the hair. This ensures that any leftover nits that might have hatched will be removed. After that, you may choose to check for more nits and lice once a week for the remainder of the month. If you have picked through your child's head and still don't feel 100% confident, take him or her to a professional to at least be inspected. This should cost less money than having them do the whole thing, but it will give you some peace of mind. Wet combing is the most effective way that I've found to get rid of head lice through personal experience at my home and with patients in the hospital. I know that most doctors and pharmacists will recommend using an over-the-counter treatment to kill the lice. In my opinion, this is probably because Big Pharma makes more money off selling chemical kits than one comb. The video below gives a good overview of how to comb through your child's hair properly and thoroughly. They use a cream product that is not necessary, but may help. Delousing the house after wet combing. Clean your home's linens thoroughly. You can sterilize the blankets, sheets, and pillowcases from your and your child's beds by running them through a dryer on high heat for 10 minutes. Then you'll want to throw each pillow into the dryer on high for at least 10 minutes. Wash all clothing, jackets, and hats that your child has worn in the last 48 hours in hot water and dry in the dryer on high. If your child's laundry basket is made of fabric, you might want to think of washing and drying them too. You may consider vacuuming any upholstered furniture, carpets, or rugs where your child's head has touched in the last 48 hours. The Nuvo method below does not include this step. However, the cleaning may provide you peace of mind. If you have any small rugs, throw them in the dryer on high for 10 minutes. You'll want to throw the pillows and blankets from your couches, sofas, love seats, and recliners in the dryer on high for 10 minutes as well. Lastly, don't forget to put your child's stuffed animals in the dryer on high heat for 10 minutes. If this is too much laundry for you, you can stick them in trash bags and tightly close the trash bags. Leave them in the bags for at least 3 days and any potential head lice will be suffocated. Do this cleaning at the time of the first combing. 1 week later, you should sterilize all the bedding once again, by running it through the dryer on high heat for 10 minutes, and then do it once more at the 2-week mark after the first combing. If you do your research online, many websites will say to clean your home thoroughly, while others will say this step in the head lice process is not necessary. I believe it depends on the level of infestation, but because I can't see your child's head or your head to tell you, it's safer to go through the cleaning process to be sure you've eradicated any left behind lice that might reinfest your child's head after you've gone through the combing process. Before applying these recommendations, consult your doctor. Put a like under this video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell and share this video with your friends.